What's up, everybody? This is Nabi back again. And so, y'all know the story, another Keisha type behind bars. All right. And some of the things that I want y'all to understand about this story is this is not just a problem with the ABW, although the ABW have become such a problem that even the rest of the world is even getting tired of them. All right. But this has a lot to do with Western culture and the women coming out of the Western culture. The sense of entitlement and the blatant disrespect that they have, not only for men, but other people's countries, other people's rules, other people's culture and customs. Well, one wrote a checker behind at the moment cannot cash. And again, everybody is asking the people of the United States to come to the aid of somebody that breaks the laws in other people's countries. All right. But the biggest thing come away from this is that the BW can always hire a simp that will undercover trash another country's laws too, because being that they're a lawyer, they think that our laws have been so great, right? And so, and I wouldn't even call it simp, maybe pimp. Why? Because they pimping the lawyer scene. Every issue, no matter how wrong or right, if you have the money, if they think they could get money, they on it, right? But this is not going to pan out well for this woman. Let me greet everybody real quick. Her board and her dugu dog, ola oite de bang vasas los, bonjour mes amis, keda bawani konnichiwa, ni hao ni ama, sani bonani, jambo habarigani, assalamu alaikum and shalom. All right. Now, so people covered it, but people don't really cover it, discovering what's really wrong. Okay. There is stuff really wrong with America. All right. So let's look at that real quick. We got a loudmouth woman that goes in, and we Afro people know this, that this is the Keisha to the Karen. All right. And they go and they think they could talk to anybody any kind of way. All right. And so this is a woman that's been fronting in Dubai, that's been making a lot of money, and they say as a top TikTok influencer, but that isn't what she's really doing. We already know what the deal is. Used goods. All right. Doing all kind of stuff. We know. The brothers know. We know what goes down there for somebody pretending to be a truck driver. A woman who's not married to anybody. Going over there with absolutely no skill, all right, but coming back with bendy bag. We know what time it is. But then you got the people trying to shove garbage down our throat like this. Our media now takes over the story and try to put her in a good light, and she's not in a good light. She goes over there and disrespect other people in their country, even when there's a warning. I'm glad the media made sure to point this out, but listen to this.
Fox 26's Dominique Keith joining us live near downtown Houston with why she's being held. Dominique.
Well, the crime she's charged with may surprise you, and Dubai is increasingly becoming a vacation spot for a number of Houston women. One who's there right now, according to her social media page, is trying to get back to the Bayou City, but according to her mom, her passport has been confiscated because she was charged with screaming in public.
It also could result in prison time, so it's very scary.
Notice how these ABWs look really, really shocked. You mean we can't go and disrespect people in their country the way we disrespect men in this country? Notice the look, right? And now look at how they try to soften the blow.
The trip turned terrifying for Tiara Young Allen when her mom says she was a passenger in a friend's rental car and they got into an accident there in Dubai. Tina Baxter says when her daughter went to the company to retrieve her ID, credit card, and other items left in the rental, Baxter says it did not go well.
Now, here's the thing. Notice that only Baxter was hauled in. It looked like the friend had enough sense to understand that they wrecked somebody else's car and that they probably shouldn't be getting loud at the people whose car they wrecked.
She found out that she could only receive those items if she paid an undisclosed amount of money. She dealt with a very aggressive individual.
This woman don't even know how the thing went down. All right, but this is the other thing I want to point out is that they will always paint the other person in a negative light for demanding somebody respect them. All right, understand there's some scams that go on. All right, but the one thing that they don't tolerate in Muslim countries is loudmouth women who disrespect men publicly.
A young man there who was screaming at her.
Baxter says her 29-year-old daughter ultimately yelled back at the rental car agent, she says resulting in her being charged for screaming there in Dubai.
And so she is in jail for one reason and one reason alone. She raised her voice. In that country, a female is not even allowed to raise her voice. If she raises her voice, it's punishable by jail.
And here's the thing. This is the law that this woman knew, especially when she was doing what she was doing in Dubai in the first place. She understood these laws. She understood that other females got along great in this country and they don't raise their voices. But then there's that sense of entitlement, that American entitlement, saying that I'm American. I don't have to pay attention to other people's laws.
Time.
It's been very emotional. There are some days I stay up all night crying.
They have a strict law system that is really based on theocracy.
This website warns, quote, laws and customs are very different, so be aware of your actions to ensure they don't offend while in United Arab Emirates. Now, after Baxter says her daughter was charged with screaming in Dubai, her passport has been taken, and the American social media influencer who works as a truck driver can't leave the UAE, according to her mom. And her mom says she's been placed under a travel ban pending the outcome of the investigation.
All right. So she's a truck driver in the United States, not in the UAE. All right. And so they take that masculine loudmouth energy over there, but they're not playing that mess. So as you see, the car was destroyed enough to be impounded, right? And so these people wanted their money for the car. It was probably an expensive car because they showboating. You know how they do. How people do. Okay? Now, the UAE didn't specifically single her out because this woman here, Kaz Crosley, she's in jail in the UAE. The only thing is that she admitted what she did was wrong. She tried to make amends. All right. And unlike the women of the United States, she's trying to work things out. And I don't see Great Britain getting all in this. I don't see England getting all in this stuff. Right. And so basically, as you see, a lot of these women flock there because of the pandemic, and they was trying to get in where they fit in, make all this money, doing all this stuff on these yachts, all right, that make them untouchable to any man once they come back. The only man that will deal with them is men that really don't know what goes on over there when these women go over there. All right, but a lot of these countries ain't playing with these women. The only people playing around, allowing these women to be blatantly disrespectful like this is us in the U.S. The UAE don't give a damn who you are. They're not playing it. With that said, I'm out.